Chica the Dog in the Ghetto. Bathsheba Dagan happened in Poland during the war. The Nazis ordered the Jews to live in a separate neighborhood and were forbidden to leave. A neighborhood like this was called a ghetto. Mishash lived there with his father and mother in a small apartment. Mishash is a Polish name. In Hebrew it is Michael. He was 5 years old, small, thin, with a round face and large blue eyes. Mikey liked animals, but most of all he loved dogs. He had a dog Chica there, and Latika, fur curling waves, brown, elongated, long ears swaying. Chica ran to Micha's bed every morning and barked. Mishash would stroke her smooth fur and hug her. He would throw her a rubber bone and run around with it. He even taught her to get a letter from the mailbox. One morning there was a loud knocking on the door. "Who is there?" Mother asked. There was no answer, but the knocking became faster and stronger. Mother opened the door. A German soldier, a Nazi, stood before her. "All the dogs, tomorrow until 3 o'clock, to the lot by the police," he said, slamming the door. The Germans, the Nazis, did not want the Jews to have dogs to guard their homes. He burst into tears. "No, I do not want to. I will not give Chica to the Nazis." When he stopped crying, he began to think about what to do. Maybe hide it in the closet? No, not good. There will be no air. Maybe in the laundry box? No, she would not have air either. Besides, they'll hear it barking everywhere. We cannot leave Chica. If we leave her, we will all be in danger. The Nazis imposed a heavy punishment on those who do not fulfill the order. "You have to think and decide quickly," said Father. Then he added, "Mrs. Nuzha is not Jewish. She lives outside the ghetto. She knows Mishash from the day he was born, and also Chica. We'll ask her to take the dog until the war is over. Maybe she'll agree." At night, when everyone was already in bed, the father of Yitzhak left, took Chica with him and thought, "If the Nozha agrees, I'll leave her at home. If not, I'll take her back through the paths in the field." Micha's father went with Chica. Only the moon and the stars saw them. They came to Mrs. Nuzha's house. Dad knocked on the door. "Who is there?" "Fathy, please, sorry I came so late." Mrs. Nuzha knew his voice and opened the door. "Goodbye, Mrs. Natsya," the Nazi said. "All the dogs will be up to 3 o'clock tomorrow by the police. Mishash does not want to hand over Chica to the Germans. Would you agree to take her home until the war is over?" Mrs. Natsya looked at Chica's sad eyes, did not know her well, because she had taken care of the fire when he was a baby. She looked and said, "Although we do not have enough food, but we'll share." She immediately gave Chica milk with water. His father was very excited, shook hands with Mrs. Nuzha and said, "How will I reward you for your kindness?" Stroked Chica with a trembling hand and returned home. In the morning, Micah woke up. Quiet around. No barking sounds. "Where's Chica?" asked Mishash. "Did the lady of Nuzha agree to accept it?" Father sat down on Mishash's bed and told him everything. "Too bad. Chica is not allowed to live with us," said Mishash and burst into tears. It was Sunday, Monday, and on the third day knocking on the door again. Who is? No season. Maybe again a Nazi soldier. And knocking on the door again. This time, weak knocks. Micha's mother opened. "Who is knocking on the door now?" "That's Chica. She must have missed the mash and came alone on the paths in the field. When she tripped her tail, she stiffened her body and jumped happily at Mishash, at Mama and Dad." Mishash was also very happy, but everyone understood that it was forbidden to leave the dog in the ghetto, even very dangerous. And again at night, when everyone was in bed, Micha's father went out with Chica on the way. Again, only the moon and the stars saw them walking. This time the Mrs. Natsya kept Chica safe and Chica no longer went to visit the ghetto. "When will the war end?" asked Micah. "No one knows. Only know when it starts. But every day, he asked her the question, when will the war end? One night there was another knock on the door. Father woke up. Who could it be? Maybe Chica? He went cautiously to the door, peered through the keyhole, and saw a uniform. The knocking increased. "Open the door immediately," shouted the Nazi soldier. Dad opened the door. In an hour everyone is on accord by the police. Father woke Mama up and told her about the order. They both heard long ago that the Nazis were deporting Jews from the ghetto to a concentration camp. What to do? You have to decide quickly. They had prepared a hiding place for themselves in case of danger. They immediately woke. Mishash took his hands, went to the hiding place and hid there until the end of the war. Lucky that Chica was not with them, thought father and mother, but that was not what Micah thought. He missed Chica very much. Days and nights passed, days and nights, until one morning mother and father heard a loud noise of vehicles outside. What is it? Freight cars, buses, peered through the crack between the boards. It was heavy tanks moving slowly on the road. Whose tanks are these? Suddenly they heard the sound of music and singing. Blush Parent Apple in Russian. And where were the Germans? The Nazis. You do not see any of them. Apparently, at night they were taken captive by the Russian soldiers. Is the war really over? Hard to believe. How long we waited for this day, and here it comes, Mama said, and to their delight there was no limit. Where was Masha? He slept soundly and did not hear the noise. He did not know the war was over. Suddenly, Micah felt that someone was coming to his shoulder. He was his mother. Get up quickly, Mishash, she cried. The war is over. They can get out of hiding. Father and mother hugged and kissed each other and jumped with joy. Mrs. Nuzha was also very happy that the war was over. She opened the door. And who jumped out? Chica. Of course. Where did Chica run, barking and barking? Who heard her voice and ran toward her with great joy? Mishash, of course. What a smart dog I have. What a loyal dog I have.